Hello, my name is Dr. Redlinger and I'm here today to talk to you about why I and other dentists will diagnose crowns and bridges. First, let's talk about a crown. A crown is a porcelain, ceramic, or metal full coverage restoration that goes over a tooth in order to fully protect it. The crown itself is made at a lab, and our fantastic lab technician Pat is going to go over the different materials and the disadvantages and advantages of each. Expect 2 appointments for your crown. First, the first appointment, we will be cutting down the tooth in order to prepare it for the crown. We do this by filing it down 360 degrees, and only removing enough tooth structure in order to adequately support the desired material and also in order to keep the crown on your tooth. After we prepare the tooth for the crown, we will take an impression so that the lab can pour it up and adequately see your tooth in order to fit the crown perfectly to your tooth. A temporary is then made and then cemented with temporary cement, and you'll wear that temporary for about 1 to 2 weeks while the lab is fabricating your crown. But why do we diagnose crowns? Dentists diagnose crowns because we're in the business of saving teeth. We see a tooth that is severely compromised or severely damaged because there's a cusp broken off, or it has a large filling, or there's extensive decay, and we know that that tooth is going to stay compromised. So every time you bite down on that tooth, the natural tooth structure is going to continue breaking down. And so if it breaks down, what happens is fractures happen. The fracture can actually extend into the root, and if it extends into the root, it will actually not be savable anymore. And so in order to prevent that from happening, we will diagnose a crown to fully protect that compromised tooth and give it a good support. Another reason why we diagnose crowns is after a root canal. Root canals dehydrate the tooth and make the tooth more brittle. We know that root canals are stressful procedures, and the last thing we want to do is see you get a root canal and then have to take out the tooth because a crown was not placed on that tooth and the tooth broke down. A third reason why we would diagnose crowns is for aesthetics. So if you have a misshapen tooth or a discolored tooth, or you're just unhappy with the appearance of the tooth, we can diagnose a crown in order to get you that smile that you've always dreamed of. Now, bridges. So a bridge is used, it's a fixed device, and it's used to replace 1 or more teeth in your mouth that you're missing. So aside from aesthetics, why would we want to replace missing teeth? Teeth like to touch each other. And so if for some reason you had to have a tooth taken out, teeth will actually shift in your mouth in order to find its mate. So a top tooth will move down, a bottom tooth will move up, the back tooth will move forward, or a front tooth will move back to try and find its partner. And so unfortunately, teeth don't shift evenly. They actually shift at an angle, and that angle can actually mess with your bite. And so in order to correct or prevent that problem, we'll recommend a bridge to replace those missing teeth so that doesn't happen to you. And that's why dentists recommend crowns and bridges.